Okay, good morning. Happy Saturday morning. I see lots of pink today. I think we're all kind of feeling needing some color, feeling perky. So good morning to Denise and Christy and Susan and Teresa and Nora and Diane and iPad Pro.
Yeah. I don't know who iPad Pro is, but we'd love to hear your voice, or you can just stay anonymous and be a Secret Service guest. Glad to have you on. We love these Saturday morning beauty sessions, and I don't know, it gets me up and going and putting a face on, and so really enjoy having you. And we especially appreciate those in the Central Time Zone who are on with us at 9 a.m.
Exactly. They're like,
that's great.
Yeah,
oh, Teresa. Oh, are Teresa and Christy here on Central Time Zone? How did I not know that? I just thought you were here in the Indy area. Well, good morning to you. Well, we're going to start with Teresa. We're going to have you kick us off there, darling.
I am ready to kick us off. Part of my favorite part of the Mary Kay line are the primers. And so we're doing Primed for Beauty. And honestly, this is so important. I mean, we first of all, we talk about skincare, and we know the importance of skincare. You're not going to put, paint on an ugly barn, right? You got to get the barn fixed up and finished and make it look beautiful, and then the paint will look beautiful on it. Well, it's the same thing with primers. Just because you're using great skincare doesn't mean you still want to slap your makeup on. You really want to prime your skin and make it look and accept the makeup just perfectly. And so makes your skin look beautiful, makes your makeup stay on longer. So I'm just going to go through my favorite 5 primers and talk about each one of them. The first one, oh my gosh, this lip primer, our Mary Kay lip primer, it has been around for a while, and I love this formula. It is really creamy, and it goes on, and it looks like it's white, but you go on and you put it above and below the lip line, and of course on your clean exfoliated lips. You're going to use the satin lips mask to exfoliate those lips, and then you can put the lip primer on. You want to allow it to dry. It's not really wet, but you really want it to absorb into your lips. What it does, a couple of things, actually several things. First of all, it holds your lipstick on so that it stays on longer, that it also doesn't feather out into the fine lines and bleed. And it also is an anti-aging product. So it's got special ingredients in there that when you're using it twice a day, that you will notice a difference in the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles around the lip area. So that's what's recommended, is to use it twice a day, and use it, of course, before you put your lipstick on, or even when you reapply your lipstick. You can put it on if you want your lipstick. A lot of clients will say, well, what do I need to do to make my lipstick last longer? And this is the answer. And it just makes your lipstick go on beautifully, stay on longer. And when it does wear off, just carry this with you in your purse, and then just put a little primer on first, and then slap your lipstick, or lip gloss. It actually makes lip gloss stay on better too. And again, has special ingredients that help fight fine lines and wrinkles around the lip area. So it serves many functions, and lipstick is important, even though we might be wearing masks more. I love the clear masks. Have you seen some of the clear masks that look like they're a clear mask, but it's actually got somebody's face on it? Somebody I saw the other day had a mask on. It was a director, and her daughter made her a mask that made it look like the bottom part of her face. It was, she took a picture and sublimated the mask on so it looked like the rest. I know, it was really clever. I mean, people
are getting really creative. And I see those too that are clear, which I love, so that you can actually see people's expressions, and there's a point in wearing lipstick that way.
Exactly. And for Mary Kay gals, MK Connections has a Mary Kay mask, and it's so cute with lipsticks all over, lips all over it, and says Mary Kay on it. So I figure if I'm going to wear a mask out in public, I am going to be advertising. So I'm actually now excited to get my mask in the mail and put my mask on. It's the one more thing to look forward to. Okay, so that was primer number 1 is lip primer. Primer number 2 is eye primer. Oh my gosh, I could not live without this stuff. I mean, I put it on. She's nodding there. I put this on. I don't care. I basically don't have hardly any eyeshadow on at all today. I put a little bit just underneath my brows, but that was pretty much it. But I always have eye primer on it because I have oily lids, and they just kind of will look shiny or whatever. This really takes the oil out of the lid area. When you're putting eyeshadow on, it makes your eyeshadow go on better. It makes it look more concentrated. The color shades are more concentrated with the eye primer, so it stays on all day. It doesn't crease. It lasts all day. It's waterproof, and I didn't know that until I went back and just kind of reread the description that eye primer is actually waterproof, and it takes a teeny weeny bit, a little amount right on your ring finger, and we use our ring finger when we're working around the eye areas, girl, right? And just a little bit right there, tap it on the eyelids, blend it in, and your eyelids will stay matte, your eyeshadow will stay on, and you will be primed, and you will love it. It's can't live without eye primer. Another primer that I can't live without is the foundation primer, and I will tell you that this, again, it's not just to prime your face. You're protecting it. It has sunscreen in it. It has an SPF of 15. So you're getting some sun protection factor in it. And so you don't have to really worry about your skin, your facial skin. I actually take my primer all the way down on my neck and even on my décolleté, because it kind of mats out that area. It softens the look of fine lines, and it creates a almost like a spackle. So it fills in little creaks and crevices and cracks in your skin, and it just makes your skin, I mean, when you put it on, you again let your skin absorb it a little bit all over your face, again, neck and décolleté, and then let it absorb it before you put foundation on, and your foundation will wear longer. It goes on better. Your skin looks smoother. So it solves so many different makeup faux pas by just slapping foundation right on your skin without putting any foundation primer on. And it's very much like when I said, you're not going to take an old barn and, slap some makeup on it. If you were getting ready to paint an old barn, what would be the first thing you do? But you want to put some primer on it. Well, this is really the same thing. You're going to, oh, Teresa's got hers. Look there.
Oh,
what a cute cutie. Oh my gosh.
We've been laughing. This Ari keeps peeking around the curtain, Teresa, behind your back.
I haven't seen her. Oh.
Of course she has. It's Ari.
I love that. Anyway, so foundation primer, a must-have in your beauty essentials. Okay, 2 other products. Lash primer. Holy cannoli. This stuff makes a huge difference on your lashes, and what it does several things. It actually coats the lashes with, it's just clear. It's an interesting looking brush. Hold it up there if you can see it. It actually conditions your lashes. It has panthenol and some other great ingredients in there that condition your lashes and make them, last longer, look better. Hey, baby girl. And so the brush is a very unique brush. It's 2 different, it's got a fabric in it as well as regular nylon bristles. So it actually clings to it. And what you do is curl your lashes first, because we all curl our lashes before we put our mascara on, right? Curl your lashes and immediately put your lash primer on, and up and down, both upper lashes and lower lashes. And it will help hold the curl. And while your lashes are still wet, slightly wet, from the lash primer is when you put your mascara on. Don't let the lash primer dry and then put mascara on. Curl your lashes, put your lash primer on, immediately put your mascara on, and so it makes your lashes way more voluminous and thicker and look better, and your mascara stays on better. And I love, especially get those lower lashes, because then you barely have to touch your mascara wand to those low lashes, and it just grabs the mascara and holds it on there. So anything else anybody wants to add about lash primer? I know, Susan, you use lash primer all the time.
I do. And I had a customer who actually returned her lash primer because she didn't think anything was on the bristles. And I had to remind her that yes, there's plenty of product on there, but compared to some other brands, she said that were much thicker and kind of gloppier, she didn't think ours had any on it. So I had to convince her that yes, there's plenty on there. And it's miraculous. I love that product.
It is. Try one eye versus the other eye with it on, and with it's crazy. Okay, and then the last primer that I'm going to talk to you about, and this technically isn't a primer, but actually it is, because this is our finishing spray, our makeup finishing spray, but it is much more than a finishing spray, because you want to use this throughout your makeup procedure. So I like to go ahead and prep my skin by using my foundation primer, and then lightly mist, and I'll show you how to apply the finishing spray. Lightly mist, you just do a T and then an X. And you can spray it on anybody's face. It feels good. You can use it throughout the day. And it doesn't burn, it doesn't sting. If you need a little freshening, you can just spritz your face with the finishing spray. And so you just spritz a little bit of it on right after you put your primer on. Then put your foundation on, and then you can even spritz a little bit, especially during the summer when we need a little extra hold up during the heat and the sweat and the humidity. So you can spritz it on right after you put your foundation on. And then when you're done, put your powder on, translucent powder, whatever you're doing, and then this is your finishing spray. So use it throughout your process as well as at the very end, and then carry it with you throughout the day. If you feel like you need a little freshening, grab your beauty blotters, blot any excess oil off your face, and then give yourself a quick spritz. This stuff will help your makeup hold up, be sweat-proof, heat-proof, humidity resistant for up to 16 hours. It's amazing. This stuff is like your best friend year round, but especially in the summertime. Any additional comments on that, Suze?
Just that if you guys are like me, you get a little bit into a rut with the products that you use, kind of face lock, and you forget how many great items are out there. So it's good that we have these trainings just to almost remind us of how many products are in our line. There's over 200. There may be way more than that. I don't know. But the finishing spray is something that I had in my bathroom, but you get in a rush and you just default back to your quick out the door look. And I've been using finishing spray for the last couple weeks, and I'm telling you, my skin, it just feels amazing. And like Teresa said, you use it after each layer of product. So after your primers, after your foundation, after you're completely done, and you've got that triple protection against all the humidity and everything. I'm amazed at how great my makeup still looks late in the day.
Yeah, and it's a great sweat-proof product. I mean, if you're going to be out going to a wedding, or carry it with you, the bride will love you spritzing her with this. But actually, areas that you have a tendency to get a little damp, you can use this there too. So good stuff.
Okay. Use it under your arms, Teresa said.
Yeah.
Wow, that is a multi-purpose product then.
Yeah, it for sure is.
I think one of our next trainings, Teresa, should be beauty hacks in how you use products for multiple purposes. So I always laugh, for example, about extra emollient night cream. I say it's probably a dessert topping and a floor wax too, because it's like so many different uses for it. So does anybody have any questions about those products? I think all of you are on mute. You can unmute yourself if you have a question. Nora does.
I have one question about the lash primer, because I've been using it too, and similar to your customer, Susan, I keep thinking, is there anything left on here? does it have the swiper technique like our mascaras that you can tell when it's empty? How do you know? Or do you just kind of wipe it on your hand and feel is it dry or wet?
It's a good question.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah.
to me, it always seems like it lasts forever. But as long as it still feels damp, I mean, it is hard to tell because you're not gonna. There's not a lot that just gloops out. I mean, this one's fairly.
Yeah.
I probably have had it for out for a month, and I can wipe it on my hand, and actually, you can see a little bit of the shine.
Oh, shine.
A little
Okay.
bit of the shine that you can actually see that there's still some there because it is not gloppy or goopy or whatever. So
No.
but it will last. I think because you're not using it, you're using it every day, but you're swiping it up, you're swiping it down, and it's not like mascara. We're putting 2 or 3 coats on, so this stuff will last me 3-4 months easily. But it is considered like a mascara, something that can bacteria because it's moist and bacteria can get in there. So you do want to replace it after 3 months, regardless.
But it doesn't have the pop, right? It doesn't have the pop like the mascaras.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't my tube. It was the tube. Okay.
And Teresa's got a comment here too. Go on.
You could probably, if you're questioning it, take one of your sample wands, mascara wands, and put it in there and see. That could be a way to double check to see if there's anything left. If 3 months aren't up and you've been really using it, I mean, that could be a way.
One is black and you might see it better. Yeah.
Pardon?
Is it because the mascara one is totally black and you might see it better on there than that bristly one?
Yeah, and then you're more likely, if you want to touch your hand, you're not worried about putting it back into the tube
True.
like you would your normal
Good thought.
brush.
Good thought.
Okay. Very good. Teresa, thank you.
Oh, you're
Prime
welcome.
for beauty. Prime for beauty.
Monica is my guest. She, for some reason, is unable to get video, but she's on.
Okay.
And Mackenzie jumped on, but I haven't seen her.
I know Mackenzie. Monica, welcome. Glad you're on here. And just so you can see us, I guess, is the and our screen. So that's great. Well, I'm gonna
I turned the video off.
Okay.
I'm here. I am driving. So you didn't need to see me driving.
Okay, be careful, okay?
Hey, you're in my lap.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take over from this point. Thank you, Teresa, that was awesome. And I'm gonna take a moment to just tell you a little bit about our company. And let's see, I gotta move this off the screen here. Well, let's do this part first then, since it's already up. This is just a quick way to show you my story in Mary Kay. It was 32 years ago that I was asked to be part of the company. My first reaction was to roll my eyes and think, oh, bless her heart, isn't she cute? I have a master's degree in communication disorders and sciences, and she thinks I should sell lipstick for a living. And I was polite about it, certainly, and listened as a favor to her, not ever thinking this would be anything I would consider. But as you look in the top left corner, I could probably have used a little Mary Kay. That was me in 1988. Can y'all see my screen okay? Just give me a thumbs up if you can see it. Okay. And we always joke and say, well, we all looked like that in 1988 and we all thought we were really hot, but ooh, boy. And the picture next to that, of course, is a favorite picture because it's one of the many, many Cinderella moments that I've had in Mary Kay, crossing the stage. And I think just the difference, not only in makeup and hair, but in just the confidence in the woman in the mirror. So I'm so grateful for that. I joined the company, as you see on the far right, for the prizes and the shoe money. And I didn't ever think I would do this full time. It was just something, I don't know, just a pink hobby, so to speak. And many people join us initially as a hobby, and you have that choice. You can do it very, very part-time, get the products for you and your family at a great price, maybe sell to 5 or 10 girlfriends who purchase products from you at retail. Hey, they're gonna buy it somewhere. They may as well buy the best and buy it from you. And you can make a little extra cash on the side. That's what I started it for. But then as time went on, I wanted to do it more as a part-time business. where I was holding a couple parties and facials every week. The income began to grow as my client base began to grow. The product was so fabulous, pretty much sold itself. And then it became a full-time business for me, where I moved into management and built a team and earned cars. And as you see on down on the bottom right, the Cadillac, of course, is the most famous trophy on wheels out on the road. And I always have to write this down and look. Thanks to an amazing team, my family has been blessed with 16 company cars over the last 32 years. So about every 2 years, there's a new car in the driveway. The company gives you a lot of choices. You can also choose the cash compensation if you love the car that you drive. And like me in 1988, I said, there's no way I'll ever drive one of those tacky pink cars, but let's see, I've driven 8 of them. So, you know, you can never say never. Prizes, trips, the beautiful designer suits, the Cinderella moments. But in the lower left corner, I want to draw your attention there. That is why I do what I do, why I continue to do it. That's my husband in the tuxedo. He was in my starter kit, I tell him, because when I was young and single and at my Mary Kay parties, I would say, hey, if you refer me to someone who becomes a team member, I'll have a gift for you. And likewise, if you refer me to a nice Christian guy and it ends up in a date, you'll get a free lipstick. And he was one of those referrals. So who knew that a husband and a dream life would pop out of my kit when I said yes to the girl I had rolled my eyes at 32 years ago. That's my daughter, Jade. She is now 19, and in 16 days, she's going to be going off to college. So I'm just so grateful that for the relationship I have with her, but certainly for being a work from home mom. 10 years ago, when Jade was 9, she was diagnosed with thyroid cancer. And it was such a blessing to be able to be there for her when she needed me most and not have to ask for time off and potentially risk a job loss for just doing what I needed to do as a mom. So she's doing great. She's going to be an OR nurse. That's her plan. That's Tanner to the right. He is now much taller than that. I need to update this picture. He's 17, and being at all of his sporting events, just being there for my family has been one of the priceless things of a Mary Kay business. So let me just stop sharing for a second. There we go. So I want to just expand on our business opportunity just a bit with the letters P-I-N-K for pink. And let's talk about what those mean. The P in pink stands for people, products, prizes, and perks. The people, how do you even say what that has meant to us? I know all the consultants on here, if I didn't have the people in my life that Mary Kay has brought to me, I don't even know. I can't even imagine what my life would be like. So the friendships, people all over the country, quite frankly, all over the world, we are just an amazing sisterhood that I just can't even explain. Can't imagine being without these Mary Kay gals. The products, we were talking, there's over 200 products in our line. They are second to none. It's cute. We posted something this week on all the different Mary Kay basics through the years, and we're asking people, which Mary Kay set did you start with? And I started way back with oatmeal magic mask, and the products have just gotten better and better over the years. Occasionally somebody will say, why'd you get rid of that product? I just loved it. And we're like, honey, we have to go with the times, right? If we were still trying to sell magic mask from 1963, I don't think we'd be one of the top skincare and color companies in the world. But Mary Kay's always skated to where the puck was going to be, so to speak, and has always been ahead of their time, making sure we've got the latest, greatest products on the market. The prizes, you saw me show that was one of the reasons that I joined. Star Consultant prizes each quarter just for doing your job. The cash, the trips, the diamonds, it's just endless. And the perks, you heard me talk about, just being your own boss, being the tax advantages, the just getting your products at a great price. It goes on and on. The I in pink stands for income potential. Well, sales is the main way we sell the product. We buy it at one price and we sell it for double, making that a 50% gross profit. I say gross profit because you're going to have a few expenses like free products for your hostesses and some samples and that type of thing. But Our net profit is typically 40 to 50%. So that's pretty exciting. It's one of the highest, if not the highest, direct selling commissions in the nation. And of course, we always have the opportunity for you to build a team and move into management. And at that point, the company is going to thank you for helping the company grow and bringing wonderful women in to start their own businesses. And so you will earn a commission from the corporate profits, not from anything your team member sells. They're going to always make their 50% commission, but from Mary Kay's profits, you're going to earn a 4 to 9 to 13% or higher commission based on the size of your team. As a sales director, we earn an additional 13% on our personal team, our entire unit rather, and 10% on their total wholesale amount for the month. It just goes on and on. The cars or cash compensation, the prizes, the trips, those are all part of our income potential in Mary Kay. The N stands for nothing to lose. I remember being blown away back in 1988 when I was told that if for some reason I got into it and it wasn't everything I hoped it could be, I could get out. And if I purchased product to have on hand, which most of us do because this is an impulse buy type of thing, and nobody wants to wait 2 weeks to get their cleanser or their mascara. But if I had product on hand and changed my mind, any product that was less than a year old, I could ship back to Mary Kay and get 90% of that investment back. I often think about my college career that I had a master's degree that I'm no longer using. I would love to go back to Eastern Illinois University and say, could I have 90% of that tuition back? Because it really didn't work out for me. Nothing in life is really 90% guaranteed, but if you'll believe in yourself 10%, we and all of Mary Kay will believe in you the other 90%. So there's no risk. We call that our 90% bailout plan. Our products are 100% satisfaction guaranteed as well. That's another nothing to lose part of our business. And when a customer gets a product that maybe is the wrong formula, wrong color, or it's just not what she was really looking for, you can easily exchange that product for her or give her her money back. Mary Kay will replace that product for you at no charge. So Mary Kay has your back when you guarantee their products. There's a $225 minimum wholesale order commitment when you become a consultant, and you can make that order once a year or every month. It determines whether you're active or an inactive consultant, but that minimum $225 is actually a $450 value, and quite frankly, it would fit in your purse. It's not a big commitment, but that's how the company knows that you are actively representing them and selling the product. So it goes up from there. Lots of great perks as a new consultant based on keeping some product on hand. The K in pink stands for kit, and I'm going to show you a picture of that right here. Let's see, share the screen. Give me just a second. Here is actually our kit. This is what it looks like. Looks a little different than it did in 1988. Mine was pink vinyl. It looked like a Barbie kit. Can y'all see this? Y'all see it? Okay. And so it's absolutely beautiful. This black bag and all the goodies. This is how it comes. It looks, you pop up this box. It looks like you have a party right there in the box. And we're going to teach you how to use all these products. And then of course we have a great Mary Kay website with videos and education. If you never heard from us again, which of course you will, you could teach yourself to be an amazing consultant. But there's over $400 in full-size products in this kit. But there are also some other options right now. From April 20th through September 30th, there's something called an e-start. That's right there in the middle, where for $30, you will receive a consultant number, a personalized website where people can shop with you, and the ability to accept credit card payments for a year. Those two things in themselves, the website and the credit card processing, are valued at $70, but you get all that for $30. It is not product, it is not samples, it's not your mirrors and trays like you get in the full starter kit. But if you'd like to run a digital business, this is the way to do it for $30. And of course, if you want, what I would do is I would, for $130, get both of them. the full-size kit, over $400 worth of products, and then the $70 worth of website and credit card processing. So those are just some of the ways to do that. And you guys, why is it not showing that I shared the screen? Were you able to see it?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's weird. It's not letting me put it away. Anyway, that's what I have for the starter kit and how you run a business. And so does anybody have any questions about that? Anybody? Okay, well then what I'm gonna ask, I'm gonna leave the picture up here for just a moment, is I'm gonna ask our guests to consider 3 questions, and then your consultant will follow up with you just to see what your answers are to these questions. First of all, what impressed you the most about our program today or about the Mary Kay opportunity? What really gelled with you? What made your heart beat faster? Okay. The second thing is, why would you be good? What qualities do you have that would make you a successful consultant in Mary Kay? Give that some thought. And then the third question is, what is your interest level? You know, we usually say on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being no thanks, I'd just like to be a happy customer, and 10 is where do I sign? Let's do this. We just ask that you not pick a 5 because that's chicken. We don't know what to do with you when you're a 5. So one side or the other. Maybe you need a little bit more information or have some more questions, but we are here for you, and so is your consultant, and we would love to have you join us. Any other questions? Any other comments, Teresa?
Nope. Guys, thanks for being on with us this morning. Happy Saturday. And if you're a guest, you know, if you've got questions, like Susan said, make sure to reach out to your consultant. This was just a kind of a quick overview of why we love what we do. And you are one of the reasons that we love what we do. So thanks for sharing Saturday morning with us.
Yep. If you want to join us on Tuesday night, we've got a great Party in Your PJs program, also available on Zoom. Be Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 Central. So ask your consultant for information about that. It'll be right here on Zoom, same login information. We'd love to see you then. Bye, you guys. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
See you later.
Thank you.